Hello guys, Willem Petse here. So today I want to talk about a man who was arrested for a farm murder 3 years ago, and then he was released on R1000 bail, and then he just disappeared into thin air, and today, 3 years later, or actually yesterday, when he was supposed to appear before court for his crimes, he just disappeared and nobody knows where he is. Just for my international viewers, R1000, which was his bail, is roughly $60. Now this is a very important video because this is a tendency among farm murderers where they get released on bail for roughly 500 Rand to 1000 Rands. But this is very difficult to pin in the media, and this specific case that I'm talking about today was not reported by the time this video was made in any English mainstream news source. The only news source that I could find that reported on this was Marula Media. The police is on the lookout for a certain Tshepo Rasodi, a 27-year-old alleged murderer. He was arrested for the murder on Hendrik Petersen, a 57-year-old farmer from Aliceras in the Limpopo province. Mr. Petersen was tortured with a blunt object, and later in the hospital he died from its wounds. Then Mr. Rasodi was arrested. He was given R1000 bail before the magistrates court in Aliceras, and then he was released in order to appear before court yesterday. In the meantime, and with the meantime I mean exactly 3 years, he just disappeared. There was no checking up on him, nobody was making sure that he didn't go anywhere. He was just released on R1000 bail, and now he's gone. This is a big problem because this is a tendency amongst farm murderers, that they are being released on 500 to R1000 bail by the police and nobody checks up on them. For example, 2 years ago on the 13th of April, a certain Mr. Gert Creer was attacked and tortured with a crowbar on his farm. Luckily, Mr. Creer survived the attack. Of the 5 alleged farm attackers who were arrested and released on 500 to R1000 bail each, one attacker who was released on R1000 bail was shot dead when he was involved in another farm attack on the Liebenberg farm in the Middelburg area in the Mpumalanga province. What makes all of this even more worrying is the fact that these people who are involved in farm attacks and farm murders are being treated as lesser criminals than people who go over 40 kilometers over the speed limit. People who are arrested for going 40 kilometers per hour over the speed limit are not being released on such a small bail. They go to court, they are arrested, and when they get bail, it is usually between 5 and 10,000 Rands bail. It is absolutely ridiculous that in this country, while politicians are singing for racial attacks on farmers, like Julius Malema of the EFF for example, people who actually carry out these attacks and these murders are treated in such a way that they are just being given a next to nothing bail. They can leave the courts and nobody checks up on them, and like in this case of Mr. Rasodi, they just disappear and they don't pitch up to court. That's all I have to say. Be sure to share this video everywhere to get the message out. If you're not yet, subscribe to this channel, and if you want to receive regular updates from us on WhatsApp, please send your name and preferred language to +27 71 567 7162. You have a great day, goodbye, and God bless you.